Damn.
So by the end of this, are we live yet?
We are now.
Okay, all right. Never mind.
Where's General?
But
But
yeah,
yes,
anyway.
where you were going with that one, yes.
Yeah. By the end of the episode, yeah.
No, I saw a guy do the he like drank the whole. They make like a party pouch of the twisted tea, but
Party pouch.
it's like a
big one.
That's like a bag of wine kind of thing,
Oh,
like
wow.
a box
Like
of
a
wine
Camelback.
with the bladder inside it.
Like a Camelback bladder.
There's 14 twisted tea servings in it. And he did them all, and he was gone.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Gone.
No shit.
I would be too. I mean,
Yeah. Holy guacamole.
hot dog.
Hot dog.
How many sayings can we do in 30 seconds?
I honestly, what I want to do is I want to come up with more terms that are kind of synonymous with like tomfoolery
Oh, I
and
love those. I love
shenanigans.
those.
And what was there was one that you threw out.
Oh, there's so
It was
many.
like-
There's so many.
Bananarama. No, I'm just kidding.
Bananarama.
We're closer to you.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like we're close enough.
Ali, I'm surprised that you didn't see this book one in Florida for two reasons. One, it has to do with books. Two, it's in Florida.
Huh.
Eh.
Broward County. I got an email from Broward County that all their locations were closed due to the shit weather that's going on.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, why are they closing everything? And then I was like, weather.com. I was
going
like,
on?
holy shit, is that a hurricane or a tropical storm or?
Are they just happy to see me?
Yeah, right.
Where's Broward County?
Florida.
Oh,
Like Fort Lauderdale. They have a free library thing, and you don't have to live in Florida. So I got Daniel on that grind.
okay.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
I finished Neuromancer, started
Yeah.
another book. Like, dude, I'm telling you,
That's
you've
the thing.
created
Once
a
you get-
beast.
I love it. Though.
Like,
Audible's having a crazy sale right now, so
Right.
tell me if there's anything that y'all are after. Because like,
okay.
I'm not kidding. Every book I look up is like $6 or $7, and I'm like,
Dang, that's
I
awesome.
might need to get that.
Yeah, that's killer, dude.
Because the credits like 15, and
Is it
usually,
really?
but like, I hardly use the credits except on new releases. You can just like save them,
Yeah,
but I get stuff on really good sale,
gotcha.
and then I'm like,
That's cool.
hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and kick this bad boy off. Larry, you ready to hit that rec button?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hit it.
I thought you hiccuped. I thought that was a hiccup.
No, my hiccups sound like real flipping it. I sound like a drunk hiccup. Like one of those like kind of things, you know? It's ridiculous.
Those
it's
are the
cartoony.
worst moments, like where you're sober at a bar and then you get the drunk hiccups and you're not drunk, or when you like knock over a glass and you're clearly not drunk, but then you feel like you should say, I've only had one. I swear I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
drunk.
then the worst part is though, you know, you say that and then it's
It
like,
makes
oh
you-
yeah, that's what a drunk person would say. You know what I'm saying?
It's an impossible situation to get out of.
It is. It is. You're right, man.
What's going on? with the call?
Let's go ahead and kick this bad boy off. You guys ready to rock?
Yeah.
Oh, rootin' tootin'. All right, here we go. What is up, everybody? You have just tuned in to the Tether Radio Podcast, the only podcast keeping you from spiraling out into the infinite abyss. I'm your host, Daniel, and I'm joined, as always, by my lovely two co-hosts, Allie and Larry.
Hello.
Yeah.
Dude,
This is a
say what?
SMR episode. We're going to be speaking like this the entire time.
No.
Dude,
we're
I'll tell you
not.
what.
I'll kill myself.
So
I'll peel myself alive.
I want to meet one person that likes food ASMR stuff.
Oh,
It's like-
what do you mean? I can't stand when people chew with their mouths open.
Dude,
Mm.
I was
It's
watching
fucking
something. It's got to be like
ASMR and kink has got to
Thank
be
you.
almost a full absolute circle.
Do that again.
Yeah.
What
What
the
was-
overlap, like the Venn diagram of like ASMR and kink has got to almost be a total overlap. Like
Got
just a,
Got it. Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just want to make sure
yeah.
we covered that
No,
correctly.
but legit, dude. And obviously, I don't know if you listened to the beginning of the last episode,
No.
but I used the ISO that we all thought I was gonna use. So
What was it?
it
What was
was
it?
you talking about like, oh my god, you were talking about some food, and you were like, oh,
No.
and I was like, that's it. All right.
It would be.
Yeah.
Hey, did my right file come? Like, did I post the right one?
So,
Oh boy.
truth be told, no.
Figured.
You posted something that was about 15 to 20 minutes shorter than the file that I had. So I was like, honestly, I didn't start editing until Sunday evening.
You should have
And I
told
was
me.
like, well, no, I was just like, I didn't have time.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to wait on it, to be honest. But yeah, so
Because
I don't know what you sent me or how it got clipped.
I remembered exporting two files, exporting two files, but I only uploaded one. And I was out Saturday and I was like, why did I export two files when we recorded one episode? I was like, if the file is wrong, Daniel will let me know if the file is wrong. And then I never heard anything. So I was just like, maybe I did upload the right file. I don't know why I did that though, because my memory card was wiped. That was the only episode recorded on it. And it did two.
Well, so I think that it was the right thing, but for some reason
it was
like truncated or whatever and I don't know, like the problem is I listened to it and I was like, all right, I'm not going to spend an hour trying to figure out like listening through the podcast to figure out where it got clipped. Because I don't know if he clipped something in the center, at the end, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to use what I've got. So,
well,
but hey, that's why we have redundancy, right?
Yeah.
There you go. The show must go on, right?
as the great poet, whatever that cat poster is hanging there.
Yeah, well, like the late and great Bill Shakespeare used to say, "Raise thy glass and shake thy ass."
Speaking of great quotes, man, there was this one passage that I read off of a CVS receipt that said 50% off your full price item on next purchase. Sticks with me to this day.
Dude, honestly. You want to hear something funny about a CVS receipt? I know that's weirdly specific.
It is.
My parents had a CVS receipt that was like going to like they had it for like a month because those things are good for like I don't know a couple weeks.
A week,
month.
yeah,
it's not long, and they were so obsessed.
I would say it is long.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But
no shit.
Expiration time.
Yeah. God, no. I love the memes about
They're so
CVS
funny.
receipts.
They're so funny.
But anyway, so my parents got obsessed about having one of those coupons about like 50% off a regularly priced item. So they're like, do you need anything from CVS? And I'm like, no.
It's just burning a hole in their pocket, isn't it?
Yeah. And then like the next day I like talked to him on the phone. They're like, oh, before we get off the phone with you, do you need anything from CVS?
Like it's not a crazy coupon. I think 10% off or something.
It's a good coupon, but everything at CVS is already jacked up price.
Yeah.
Buy it at Target and break even. Like,
Exactly. So anyway, this went on for like, and I shit you not, probably 4 or 5 days in a row. And I was just like, guys, I was like, we don't go to CVS. Like I'm rarely at CVS ever, And so then my parents go out of town to go visit some family up in Abingdon, and they come back, and my mom had bought this book at CVS using that 50% coupon about the history of Abingdon.
no.
What?
I was like, wait. First of all, how did you find a fucking History of Abingdon book and a fucking CVS? Like,
That's so
what?
bizarre.
And then she's like, well, yeah, I got 50% off of it. So it was only like $10. And I'm like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have paid over like 7 or 5.
Just
Like, but oh man,
It's just a pamphlet somebody ran
Yeah.
off
It
at,
look-
like at
dude,
school.
it wasn't
Well,
even
the-
for sale. They just stuck it in there.
the other wild thing is they had like obviously random stuff that they were showcasing from Abingdon, and they had pictures from Johnson Memorial Hospital or something.
Yeah.
My grandfather used to work there, and randomly, my mom's dad, they randomly had a picture of him in the book, which was fucking super weird.
Do you ever just randomly fall down a rabbit hole of creeping on one certain person online?
All the time, every day. What are you talking
I'm
about?
not
That's
gonna
my
lie.
life.
I really
don't.
don't.
Okay.
I really
No,
don't.
Larry does.
but-
Larry does.
yeah.
So there was this guy that got served to me on TikTok, and I have like a personal beef with anyone's whose whole personality is dating's so hard. I'm just a nice guy, and like nobody like posting like 5 of those a week. Shut the fuck up. So like that's what this guy's whole.
Can I introduce you to Allie the empath? She obviously.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm
if
kidding.
that-
I'm kidding.
I have a lot of empathy. But if that is your whole thing, maybe no one wants to date you because all you talk about is how nobody wants to date you.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie.
So anyway,
That's awesome.
so then I'm like, but his like like you can tag a location, and he just tagged Tennessee, and I was like, odds are he's in one of the bigger cities, right?
Yeah.
So then I start creeping, and I can't really tell, and then I'm creeping, 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 and it finally ends up. I think he says he's in like the like northeast Tennessee at some
It's like,
point.
ladies, come find me. I'm just kidding.
But he posted several things. He'll like I had secondhand embarrassment for this guy because he will like set up his camera at a bar where he's drinking by himself just to like drink by himself and be like, guess no women here.
Are you fucking
Want
serious?
me to buy them a
That's
drink?
come
And I'm like, this is so
on.
cringe. He's probably
Oh.
30, man. Like it's so cringe. But he kept tagging Abingdon,
Oh.
and I was like, I need to ask Daniel if he knows this motherfucker.
Abingdon is not that big, so like honestly,
Yeah. Oh, man.
that's hilarious.
I've
Though.
into so much of that in the past couple weeks of people
Really?
who's like, sometimes it's women,
Mhm.
but usually it's men, and their whole thing is just like, all they want is like a big booty goth girlfriend.
Stop,
And I'm
bro.
like,
Get in line, man. Same. But I don't sit there and cry about it on TikTok.
if you post about it every day, you're just a creep, dog.
Yeah. I'll just do what normal people do and rant about J. Edgar Hoover while being drunk.
Sometimes I just want to reply and be like, these are public. Like, buy a journal, dog.
Jeez,
Fucking
man.
record a podcast. Everyone does. Shit.
Okay, wait. I actually wrote notes about this because I saw a woman talking about her rules about dating.
Okay.
I got notes. I got notes.
Allie with
She was
notes.
talking about how she was like, I've got the best dating profile because like I do what I think of as like a bitchy profile, and I'm like, oh, let me refill my beer before we start this TikTok. So she's like, I won't reach out. Like she puts this in her profile, like her like about me. Okay, it's like I will not reach out first. I will not pursue you. I will not plan or pay for a date ever. I don't sleep around. That is an earned privilege. No married men, ethical non-monogamous men, or threesomes. Fine, I get that. And I won't introduce anyone to my kids before. Guess what her time period is? Higher before you even guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, longer.
Month.
No way.
Year.
2 years.
Wow.
2 years?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you know the trajectory of like a relationship by like, I don't know. I would say probably like
Few
6.
months.
I would say 6 months. I mean, I could see 6 months.
I think like
You
3
know.
or 6 months or something would be like a reasonable-ish, but like
Otherwise, it becomes like this mysterious figure that I feel like would be more.
2 years, I'm like, do you
Creepy.
have a kid? What are you talking about?
That's a
And
lot, dude.
I just don't want to be that passive. I don't want to be passive anyway, and I don't want to date somebody that wants me to be. Like, I'm gonna have ideas for stuff to do. Those can be dates.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want them to, I can go do it by myself. But like, if I'm, dating someone, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go do this thing. It sounds cool. Do you want to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not this bitch. This bitch is gonna sit there and wait on you to plan everything.
Yeah.
Also,
and I'm gonna like pay half the time or so. Like, you're never gonna pay. And also the whole like, you have to earn sex with me, I feel like is almost grosser, maybe grosser.
Yeah.
Than just sleeping around. Like,
well, I mean, like earning it totally is approaching like
I'm not cattle. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to. I don't know. I don't want any kind of relationship, like even a friend, that's transactional. I don't want you to have to think you're like, you have to like check so many boxes before you get the box.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Check the box before the box. Nice.
It's just it was too much.
Jeez, that sounds like she's gonna be a very lonely woman.
Yeah.
Somebody
That's what it
will
sounds
follow.
like.
With all this relationship advice, and the ones that aren't, I'm like, you're still dating though. How's that going? Clearly not great if you're still dating.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, buddy. Well, cool, man. Well, so we're kicking off episode 302 of the Tether Radio podcast. Allie, you've kind of started into your week about like
Just random.
checking out some random shit.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So, anything else noteworthy?
Nope. I don't think so.
Gotcha. Larry, you wanna give a little something about how your week's been going?
My week's been shit. I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with my car and I can't figure it out. So I got it towed to, did I tell you my AAA story?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That they didn't, you signed up and then they have like a lockout period.
stupid. So I got it towed to the dealership and I was like, hey, run diagnostics and let me know what's up. I know that there's one recall on it, so whatever. So then I was like, hey, I know this is this is a stretch, but do you happen to have any like courtesy vehicles while my car is there? And they're like, you're going to have to call our corporate office for that. So I did call their corporate office. They took me through this ringer of questions only to tell me you need to call the dealership for their availability and for them to issue you a courtesy vehicle. So I called the dealership back and I was like, hey, car was towed there, courtesy vehicle needed. She's like, there was a tow truck that pulled in here a little bit ago, but they said it had body damage. So I just told them to go to the body shop. I'm like, no, I took my front bumper off so that I could work on the car. It's there for servicing. So now I'm playing this fun game.
There's body damage.
Yeah.
Or a bumper is missing. One of the two.
I'm playing this fun game now where it's called how long is it going to take for them to lose my car in that dealership, find it, get it to the right department, and then start inspecting it. So it might be another week before I see any kind of results.
Wow, dude. That's insane.
And yeah, well, that's been my week, really. That just dealing with that.
Well,
fun stuff, dude.
Yeah, man. I was talking to Allie about I was gonna do some like last minute, like seeing if anything had dropped today, and my day started being enveloped by the fact that my kitchen faucet, when I have the pull down whatever to it's where you can direct the spray of the water or whatever. What the fuck is that called? Pull down faucet?
I don't know what that's called.
Yeah.
I know I got that, but I don't know what it's called.
But anyway, so the wire mesh on ours had started wearing out, so that when I would turn it one direction, it'd be like and it's like spray the wall in the opposite direction. And I was like, I probably need to like get this taken care of like sooner than later because I had talked to another friend in the neighborhood, and they were actually talking about how they started doing that, and then all of a sudden, like it just tore, but it tore like in a place to where it was like far enough down on the line that it just started gushing water underneath their sink. And they were like, so we had to like run and turn all the water off and get towels out and shit. And I was like, I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to go ahead and fucking nip this one in the bud. So I was dealing with that today because I've never done that before. So I changed out a faucet and now I know how to do it. Woo!
Yeah.
And I know what a basin wrench is now because I had to go buy one.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. But so if you need to borrow a basin wrench and you're in the Hardin Valley area, I might be your man. So yeah. Let's see what else has been going on. Shit, dude. Megan and I are still working our way through Warrior on Netflix. It's good. I don't know. I'm kind of like.
Have you told us about Warrior?
Oh, I don't know. Have I not talked about Warrior on here?
No.
Okay. So it's set in like late 1800s, I believe, California.
Okay.
And specifically, they are focusing on Chinatown. And it's kind of like it focuses on this one dude that's kind of like, I don't know, the muscle of like one of the. It's not Yakuza, but I guess it's like the Chinese equivalent of kind of thing. And it's pretty good, but I don't like how they've done some of it. Like, for instance, they will have sections of it that the main dude and like his like dude that hangs out with him all the time, dude 1 and dude 2, they speak Chinese.
Okay.
But they will have them speaking English in front of English-speaking people in the show.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be speaking Chinese. And like, thank you.
That's weird. That's weird.
And so I was like, dude, just fucking speak Chinese and subtitle it.
Yeah.
Like, how easy is that?
Yeah.
But I think that what they're doing is
I think
they're trying to make it.
people that watch are lazy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the fuck I was thinking.
People get weird about subtitles.
Oh
dude.
my god! But it was infuriating because it was confusing.
Yeah.
because
People make a
literally Megan and I
personality
watched.
out of subtitles.
Yeah. It was, but it was like 3 episodes in that they kind of explained that it was like, or at least that Megan and I got it. Maybe Megan and I are just stupid.
Yeah.
But wait, are you agreeing?
Yeah, I was waiting on it.
I can't. But like there was a part in the show that this other Chinese speaking dude was like, "Oh, you can speak English, you know?" And it's like, wait a second, you've been speaking English. Oh,
Yeah.
you were speaking Chinese, but oh, I got it. It was just kind of confusing.
Yeah.
But some of it's kind of campy, but it's a fun watch. It's kind of more it's a superficial watch kind of thing. It's not gonna like be like a brain twister or whatever like crazy thing. But it's been good so far. I'd give it a solid like mid-6 kind of thing.
Yeah.
So finished Neuromancer. I am absolutely going to have to read the Wikipedia and re-listen to that book. It is so fucking like deep, I guess, or like I don't know. There's just a boatload of moving parts. Yeah. And it is blowing my mind finding out that it was written in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like there is so much shit that the Matrix just straight up stole from it that it's wild. But yeah, so if you're into cyberpunk type shit, Neuromancer by William Gibson. Last thing I started the first of the Witchers series. On Audible, or not Audible, but on audiobook. Yeah. I'm halfway through it. It's very good. Yeah. It's really, really good. So if you like fantasy, if you like fantasy stuff or anything along those lines, man, it's a fun listen. So I think that's about it, man. Like, I don't know. I've just been like doing a bunch of shit around the house. So,
Ooh. Do you know how sometimes you'll see a recipe and it's all you can think about till you make it?
yeah.
So, have you heard of Chippy Boys?
No.
Sounds like I named it. But
Sounds like a show title.
Yeah.
so
I know, right?
you take whatever flavor of kettle chips and then just like lay them out on a pan, like on like a sheet pan.
Okay.
Kind of crunch up gorgonzola over top of them and throw it in the oven on broil just long enough to like crisp them up, like toast them a little and like melt the gorgonzola a little.
Okay.
And then throw that in a bowl and drizzle balsamic glaze on it and just toss them. That's it. Just the three things.
Dang.
I can't stop thinking
Wait,
about it.
you
No,
said
made it yet.
balsamic glaze and what?
Gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola.
On top of whatever kettle chips you want to do. And I'm like,
I'm thinking like barbecue or something. I don't know.
I was thinking like maybe just jalapeno or maybe just regular. I love
the
salt and vinegar, but like I don't know.
Pepperoncini ones, maybe.
Those are so good.
Yeah, those are some good ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this.
Man, okay. All right.
Yep.
God, there was something that that I was gonna mention. Oh, I made beef bulgogi for the first time.
Yeah.
You guys
and
are
it
just
turned
making
out
up words. I don't know what the fuck you guys are saying.
it's a Korean
Watch food show,
dish.
man.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, man. And look it up, man. It's fucking delicious. Because I was trying to figure out what I'm supposed to use this one cut of shit from Costco. And I talked to somebody else, and they were like, hey, you should try making beef bulgogi because we make it all the time with it, and it turns out great.
Yeah.
So I did it, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to do it again. So, and last food thing, and then we can get this show on the road. We tried a turtle chip before the show.
Yeah.
That was called sweet corn.
Where are you getting those?
Sunrise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're like an Asian snack thing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Holy shit. It was the corniest flavor. Like
It really like
it was
the flavor
weird.
was sweet corn.
Yeah.
But they're made out of rice, right?
Yeah.
But it really did taste like sweet
it might
corn.
be corn. Like I looked on the back and I realized that I didn't actually read anything. I just looked at the back. So
Okay, that actual flavor says
I'm gonna give Finn a hug real quick, and I will be directly back.
okay. This is the churro flavor. That does not help.
Did you say
Those were good. Those were good.
are you guys saying churro or turtle flavor?
Turtle is the brand. They
Oh.
have a churro flavor of the chips. They've got all kinds of flavors. They've got like a fuego, but the one that we had was sweet corn, and they're just like, imagine if bugles were cut off so they weren't pointy.
So
They're like a little thinner texture than bugles. I'm not doing a great job with
like
this.
like a miniature Funyun.
Have you ever had
There's a lot of layers to it. Yeah.
Have you ever had Tostitos Cantina Thins?
Yes.
That it's like super thin. It's almost a little bit softer than that, but it's like multiple layer, like 4 layers of that, like puffed up. Kind of.
It doesn't show me the fucking ingredients. It shows me the back panel, and then it cuts off before the ingredients.
They don't want you to try to make your own turtle chips.
Okay,
Big
the
Turtle doesn't want you to know.
Big turtle.
The churro flavor just says it's like wheat flour and all that mess. So like it's not corn chips to start with.
And this is an Asian snack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loving the
and honestly,
the flavor
if you can
collaboration.
Are you looking it up?
No, I'm saying like they have fuego. They have
Dude, Fuego is the fucking jam.
Churro.
They have flamin' lime.
Flamin' Lime is second
It's
to
okay. They
Fuego.
have truffle, which is weird.
Truffle tasted like shit.
It did. Every time I come over here before we record, Daniel's like, here are all the new snacks. And I'm like, line them up. Let's fucking go.
Well, I mean, I feel like every time I go in that store, there's specifically like just some new thing that I'm like, well, that might be kind of good.
Oh, Matt Redden said turtle chips are fire, and that's supposed to be corn chowder flavored.
Oh.
It just said sweet corn, but like
Yeah.
I could see, man, I think I
Corn
would fuck with corn
chowder.
chowder. I've not ever had it, but think I would
Oh
fuck with
man,
it.
corn chowders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good corn chowder is definitely
I don't like the
solid,
word
man.
chowder.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I'm turned off by chowder because like I don't want a clam chowder.
Oh man,
Well-
Megan made clam chowder one time that was fire.
Yeah.
Like it was very, very good.
I mean, I love that for y'all. Me.
uh You know what? I'll show myself out. Yeah, I was trying to think. I don't think I've gone on any other like culinary adventures. So.
Fucking side quest.
Yeah, seriously,
Exactly.
seriously. I try to make something.
Yeah, Matt
like
also
fun.
point out the churro is chocolate churro.
Choco churro.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
No.
it's fucking delicious.
No.
Choco churro. Oh, okay, never
We're
mind.
doing fusion, Larry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like those
Every
chocolate
ethnicity.
like chocolate filled churros, right?
Yeah. Well,
That
I mean,
would be a chocolate churro.
Okay.
Yeah.
At first I was thrown off a little bit and then I was like, wait a second, no, those do exist.
dude,
Oh,
don't
boy.
knock it till you try it.
I'm doing
man.
great, guys. I'm
They
batting
are.
a fucking 300. What's a good batting average? 300?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you know baseball enough to even make this metaphor, huh?
I think.
Nope.
Wait, isn't 1,000? 1,000's perfect,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about bowling. And
But I
even
think
that's wrong. Is
300's
300?
like solid, isn't it?
I mean, 300 is pretty good, but like the
Well, I don't
phrase
even know
is
what that
batting
means.
1,000.
Batting 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so but
Let me
so
write that
okay,
here
let's
in
say
my-
you're batting 300. Does that mean that
Handy
you
dandy.
get a hit 3 out of 10 times? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't do baseball.
Baseball's like the easiest one, man.
Really?
Like, yeah. You didn't
Well,
grow up doing
didn't.
baseball?
Nah, we were not a baseball family, so I mean,
Like-
I played it like up until like middle school kind of thing. So,
And you don't,
but I mean, like you don't keep up with
Well, yeah,
batting
that's true.
averages in
That's
middle
true.
school, so
Hmm.
it's like did you what snacks did you get after the game? That's
those
what
are the
really
real
matters.
questions.
It's
Those
like,
are the real questions.
was it orange slices or was it fruit by the foot? Because everybody knows there's a winner there. So,
I thought orange slices was just a soccer thing.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
guess actually that would make.
Oh.
Whoa. That's insane. I'm not really sure. Yeah.
Orange slices. I think.
He's been he's been one lately, and
Yeah.
I think that I think he might. I think an immovable object is going to meet an unstoppable force in about 2 seconds. So, but anywho, I can actually just launch into food stuff. I
Let's
just
go.
realized that I've got 2 things about food.
Let's go.
So, all right. So, let's talk about sriracha real quick. I don't know how true this is, so take it with a grain of salt, but it just seems like a lot of people on the internet are like, yeah, I've heard the same thing. Are we hearing it from the same person?
Sure.
Probably, but whatever. I think this is pretty wild if true. So, so why is sriracha impossible to find and now tastes bad? And so this was also written 5 months ago. So it's a hot minute, but supposedly this is still going on. I don't know if you guys have seen anything about like red pepper shortages and stuff like
I've seen
that.
some stuff about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
I
like,
read about it in Red Pepper Quarterly.
okay,
Sure,
cool,
sure,
cool.
sure.
Yeah.
I have just
Quarterly.
a broader. It's just Berry Monthly, but it gets into the
Man,
weeds.
I
about
just
stuff.
could not commit to that much information. You know?
It's a lot. I'll tell you, it's a commitment, but it really is worth the subscription.
So if you like, and hey, credit where credit is due, Sean Baptiste apparently was the poster. So if
Wait,
you
can we click it now? You said no peeking.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If you like hot sauces and you probably have been a big fan of sriracha, specifically the sriracha made by Hoi Fong Foods. But you may have noticed that since 2020, there have been noticeable times where it was either sold out for months and months, or even worse, it's back on the shelves and it tastes like crap. So this cat supposedly did some digging. All the peppers for Hoi Fong Foods sriracha were grown on Underwood Farms in Ventura, California. Family-owned farm since about the 1800s, and that grew up with the Hoi Fong Foods. Starting at about 400 acres, and they've grown to about 4,000 to support the popularity of sriracha. This was when it tasted good. In the late 20-teens, Hoi Fong decided to demand money back from the farm for no one really understands why. So they don't even understand. It sounds like they started getting a little greedy. So they then severed the contract, leaving Underwood with 400 acres of hot peppers and no one to buy them.
Oh no! What am I gonna do with all these peppers?
I'm drowning in peppers over here. The question is, how many Olympic-sized swimming pools could you fill with 400 acres of red peppers?
Damn it!
I know. I'm asking the questions that matter. So, meanwhile, Hoi Fong approached a number of other farms scattered across Southern California and had them quickly spin up pepper concerns. I'm not really sure what that means. All right, pepper concerns. Anyway, this put a massive dip. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this put a massive dip in their supply, and they lost a year of sauce making, basically. Then they had bad weather that knocked out like a couple of seasons of it, and the flavor ended up being inconsistent. Quality was inconsistent, and yeah. So meanwhile, Underwood sued Hoi Fong, won, received $23 million, hired back their workers, and got to growing. Additionally, they were able to mitigate a lot of the weather issues the last few years through better technique and had bumper crops. So they had made their own sauce, Underwood Sriracha. So, and then it says, and Lord, strike me down if it doesn't taste much more like the older sriracha than whatever Hoi Fong Foods is making now. Anyways, they don't seem to sell in stores, but you can buy directly from their website. I've checked it out. I actually want to get a shirt because the shirts are real fucking neat.
Shit, if you make an order, tell me and I'll pay you for some sriracha from them.
Do you want to split like a 2 or 3 pack or something? Okay, cool. We'll do that. Because I just want to taste it.
I was gonna say it's worth it just to try.
Yeah.
And I mean, bad sriracha, it's like pizza. It's still pizza.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Still gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Trader Joe's brand of sriracha is fine. Like I buy it often.
Really?
Just because it's easy to get. Like it's just there and it's fine.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, anyway, he ends with saying, I wasn't paid to write this. I just like doing exhaustive research about things I enjoy.
My man!
I know, seriously.
Allie, did you write this?
I've already messaged him. I said, hey, are you single and in the Knoxville area? I have a friend you need to meet.
Stay here to work remotely. No,
it's like...
so... many moons ago when I was still betrothed, I took sriracha over to my in-laws.
Yeah.
Because they were doing like breakfast for lunch, and sriracha goes so good on biscuits and gravy.
Ooh.
So good.
Yeah.
Like if you're not putting on anything, it's worth it for biscuits and gravy.
Damn.
I'm not even kidding. That's like your gateway. Like if you've never tried it on anything, this is gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I took it over there, and my ex-brother-in-law was like, whoa, why is yours so red? And I was like, because it's not old, my guy. Like, I went through it.
Yeah.
And it was like half the bottle was gone or so, but like I used sriracha.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to look like maple syrup. Like it's supposed to be bright red.
And I feel like, honestly, like you can overdo it, but it's kind of hard. Like,
yeah, because it's not like crazy hot. It's just good flavor.
Yeah, exactly. And so I had it probably, I would say probably 10 or 15 years ago. Hated it.
Yeah.
And I think my palate has changed to
and then
where
it depends what you're putting it on too.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think my palate has also changed in that, like, I fucking love garlic now.
Yep.
And that's basically what it is, garlic and red peppers. So, but it's, God, it's really good stuff. Totally agree. I made this Korean beef thing that Megan Megan wanted not the bulgogi stuff. It was like some diet thing that she wanted to eat.
Yeah.
And then I fried an egg and put it on top, and then did sriracha on it. And she was like, "Dude, that was some good shit right
Sriracha's
there."
so good.
So,
And I'm just telling you, it's cheap, man. If your
It's-
sriracha's
yeah.
dark brown, throw it out. Buy another. It doesn't even have to be name brand.
Yeah,
Buy you the Target one. Buy the Trader Joe's one. Like, just throw that dark brown sriracha away. That ain't sriracha anymore. And
Seriously.
it's probably not good for you to eat.
yeah. So in the same vein of fooding it up,
Oh,
let's talk about Joey Chestnut.
oh man.
I know, dude. 16-time champ Joey Chestnut, and this is totally just a mention,
Oh, yeah.
but it was kind of sad to me, to be honest. I mean,
End of an era, man.
for about like 15 to 20 seconds,
Sure.
and then like a bird flew by, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. Something
I took,
else is
I took my
happening.
trash out the other night. I don't usually do it when it's dark,
Mhm.
but it was like 10 o'clock and I just wanted to get it out. So I'm walking over to the dumpster and I go to throw it in, and a squirrel jumps out of the dumpster as I'm throwing it in.
Oh my gosh.
I almost pissed myself. Like,
I probably would have.
I like yelped and was like, Jesus Christ.
God,
I
dude.
wasn't expecting it, and it's already dark, so I'm already like, ooh, about being outside.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like, man, little fucking squirrel got me.
Yeah. Oh man. So 16-time champ Joey Chestnut has been booted from the 2024 hot dog eating contest. So he is not going to be taking part in this year's event due to a conflict of interest with a different hot dog brand. So I was like, all right,
Of all the things.
what fucking hot dog brand? That's what I want to know. Major League Eating said in a statement, which is insane in itself. Major League Eating said in a statement, Chestnut would not be able to compete in the annual 4th of July contest because of an exclusivity provision. Reports say Chestnut recently signed a deal to promote Impossible Foods' new vegan hot
Hold
dog
on.
product.
Hold
Look
on.
what woke has taken from
Hold
us.
on.
Dude, no, I was just like, oh, he went from fucking Nathan's, like, all beef Franks to Impossible Foods. Like, he's probably going to be dead within the, next year, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man, I don't think you're supposed to eat a whole lot of that
I feel
stuff.
like if anything's gonna prevent him from dying, it might be switching to vegan.
Yeah, maybe.
Matt Redden chimed in and said Kroger brand was the best easy to find replacement that him and SJ could find for sriracha. And I was like, man, Kroger brand goes hard.
Does
Kroger
it?
brand's Kroger brand, if anything's
So,
good.
so I went over
That
to
Private Reserve,
Oh, Private Reserve has some. Yeah, they're
that's
like
high end.
yeah, they're like private brand stuff or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's interesting though. Kroger brand. I did notice when I went to Food City to just pick up a couple things, and I was looking to see if that Underwood Farms sriracha was anywhere.
Yeah.
Because the Food City near me just has the most bizarre like selection of products.
Yeah.
They'll somehow like have something that like the Asian stores don't have.
Yeah.
And I'm like why? First of all, why? Like, who buys this? Like, I live in Hardin Valley.
Right.
I don't think that there's a boatload of people searching out, weird what is
You got it. Go ahead.
eccentric? My God.
Nailed it.
I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yep.
Anyway, so I was looking through there to like sriracha stuff, and I noticed that the Food Club brand was like completely wiped. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's something to it, man.
Taking whatever we can
So,
get, I guess.
Yeah. So, quote, Joey Chestnut is an American hero. That's might be
Well.
overstepping, but we would love nothing more than to have him at the Nathan's famous International Hot Dog Eating Contest, which he has dominated for years. We hope that he returns when he is not representing a rival brand. Said Major League Eating.
What?
Wow.
God.
Anyway, so I don't know, man. Have you guys had any of the Impossible Food stuff? Because I haven't had it yet.
Yeah. All right.
I
It's
don't
not-
think I've had Impossible. They're all. I mean, it's all fine.
It's
Yeah, but you'd still rather have a good ass burger. Than
yeah.
I'm kidding. I think the main thing that I would have issues with is like the vegan cheese.
Oh,
My friend swears there's some really good
I
ones.
found
but I
Really?
don't know.
yeah, I found
And
some
that's
really good
that
ones.
like really.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm willing to like. I could probably go vegetarian. I don't think I could go vegan.
I went vegetarian fine. I could not fuck with vegan.
Yeah.
Like,
That's just that's like
I love
that takes a
cheese.
whole nother like level of wow,
Yeah.
I said whole nother.
Uh,
Help me to stop
I
saying
can't
that,
because I
please.
say it too still.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, a whole other flipping like level of dedication.
Yeah.
Like God, that's just a lot.
That's a whole
so,
thing.
You can't even have honey, right? No, just kidding.
Depends who you ask.
I just didn't
I'm
eat for
kidding.
that whole
Ruins
year.
that.
Say
I
what?
said I just didn't eat for that whole year. That's
Yeah, right.
I wasn't able to
Exactly,
make it
dude.
that far.
No, honestly, the only vegan thing that I could like absolutely just tear apart water. I love it. So
I dreamed about cookie dough last night and I woke
Really?
up and I didn't have any.
was it a specific kind? Just like chocolate chip?
Just regular chocolate chip cookie
Damn.
dough, but man, I wanted some.
That's
Quick
awesome.
note: water is has been known to be a carcinogen in the state of California. Anyway, so this
that's
week's asshole.
Prop 65? Yep. Oh, wait, sorry. I have to do one more thing. I promise I'm not
Sure.
going to do any more after this. I have to give an update for Corey Harris.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He's pulling
Uh,
up right now. He's parking.
He's
What's-
parking at his dentist,
Parking
dude.
right now.
Let him get parked real quick. So, credit where credit is due. Thank you, Matt Redden, for sending me an update to the Corey Harris saga, I guess I should refer to it as. So I covered it on 2 previous episodes. Dude that was basically supposedly driving under a suspended driver's license, and he calls into a Zoom thing that it's a hearing about like his driver's license
Yeah.
or something, and so the judge is just flabbergasted by it, kind of thing. So that's what went viral. Then a story came out that basically, his license had been reinstated. So what actually has occurred is that Corey Harris never had a driver's license.
Damn it! All the hell.
Like,
the hell?
what was reinstated was his privileges to attain a driver's
Oh,
license.
for fuck's sake.
And so he has shown up supposedly every year like clockwork to renew a government ID,
Right.
but not.
And he
a
thought it
driver's
was a driver's license.
No, I don't know. I guess he thought it was, or he didn't
He
care.
fucking knows.
I mean, dude, if you didn't take a driving test, how the fuck are you gonna have a driving license?
Well, it
Like-
also says on the ID itself that it's not a driving license.
Yeah. So basically, this YouTube video, and I'll actually I'll put the link in
Okay.
here once I'm done speaking.
Yeah.
You know I can't multitask. so.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you want to watch it yourself, that's fine. The video that Matt had sent me does a little bit more exhaustive, and by exhaustive, it's 5 minutes, so it's not that fucking exhaustive.
It's a deep dive, bro. It's fucking a deep dive into the story.
Hey, in 2024, when everybody's like attention span is like measured in like Vine videos or whatever.
Vine video, bro.
I'm kidding. 6 seconds, baby. Anyway, so you can check it out there, but yeah, man. So apparently the dude never had a driver's license, should have been driving in the first place, and like
He knew about it.
It's
Yeah.
it's just insane. So
God.
anyway, that's all I got for that one. So.
Bro had immaculate acting skills though. That was great. He was like
What?
like played possum there for a
Yeah, I
second.
know,
Didn't
right?
move or anything.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Let's talk about the asshole, Broham.
Yeah, this one is questionable. Would I be the asshole if I, a 15-year-old female, went on vacation with my boyfriend while my mom is due for having her 10th child?
Nope. Her mom's being ridiculous.
Wait.
Stop it.
Her mom's out there giving it out to the.
Read that one more time, please.
Would I be the asshole if me as a 15-year-old female went on vacation with my boyfriend while my mom is due for her 10th child?
I agree with Allie. I mean, like, dude, I can't put my life on hold, you know,
I think
every
if
9
you're
months.
Like 4, I'm like, that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm not even telling you congrats anymore.
Yeah, seriously.
This is a 15-year-old child. You saying this? The fuck?
I mean, dude, and I would think that 10th child, there's at least, you know, whatever. There's 8 other ones over there that can fucking help out, right? My God.
Yeah.
I mean, in families that big, there's no way that you're expected to like drop you. Yeah, I know.
Bro, wait until you hear how old the mom is. Okay, 19. No, I'm just kidding.
Holy shit! Holy crap! He's a crapple.
15 female have 8 siblings: a 23-year-old male, a 20-year-old male, a 17-year-old male, a 13-year-old female, a 10-year-old female, an 8-year-old female, a 5-year-old male, and a 5-month-old. No, 5 male and 3 male. Oh, that got weird really quick. So my mom, 43, got pregnant again in November. She told me about it in January. I was, of course, happy for her, but didn't know why she would want another child. She refused to abort since she is a Christian. I've been there with all of the births, at home births after me. I never asked her anything. So what she said, so what she says, help raising.
Do what she says.
Oh, do what she says. Help raising my siblings and even call in sick to school so I can watch her kids and always help with chores around the house. Mind you, I don't get any money for anything in return. I also don't get allowance. Once a week, I ask to hang out on weekends after finishing my homework and train rides and the train ride. What is happening? What? Homework and the train rides.
Train rides he pays for, so I don't even ask her for money.
There we go.
She has a boyfriend. Boyfriend pays for train.
Allie, I appreciate your help here. I'm struggling, dude.
She has boyfriend. Boyfriend pays for train.
Pays. Be me. Just speak to me in that. Flash forward to now. My boyfriend, 16 male, and his family invited me to go on vacation. I would only be like 2 hours, a 2-hour drive away, but it was for 3 days after the due date of the child. So my mom said no because she didn't want me to miss it. I myself hate being in such moments because, first of all, there would be blood and it makes me puke. And second of all, she makes me film the births, which I find very weird.
What?
And and it's an uncomfortable moment for me. I just realized that I needed to be reading this in a 15-year-old's voice. Valley Girl, here we go.
Film the birth? That is like
she makes me film the birth, and it's such an uncomfortable moment for me. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to go since she's the one giving birth for as she calls it, the last child. Which
bullshit.
She
said that after the 4.
Yeah, which she has been saying ever since she had me.
There you go.
She was the 4th.
She said that if it would be 10 days earlier, she wouldn't mind, which I would find weird because my birthday would be in the middle and she would miss my birthday, which apparently she doesn't care about. So my question is, would I be the asshole if I just go?
Your mom's a narcissist, dog.
Also, edit. Yes, my parents are together. We do have a father. Edit. NR2. I don't know what NR means. I do have permission.
Edit number 2.
NR? I've never seen that before. It's usually NO. For me. I don't know.
Maybe this is like British. I don't know.
I don't know.
The grammar was weird. I was having a stonk in the middle of it. They misspelled witch many times.
Don't worry. Hey, we called the bondulance. It's on its way. Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
this was a roller coaster ride. 15-year-old female. Would she be the asshole for missing her mom's 10th childbirth?
Oh man, I'm deliberately leaving the house when my mom. No,
Especially if she's asking you to fucking film. Like, okay, I'm glad
and
that
you're
somebody
not good
asked.
with the blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Like
I'm
that's
not.
just mean.
Mm-mm.
Plus, it's like what is the dad doing? Well, we know what the dad's
Well, yeah,
doing.
he's recovering, bro. He's got to go right after that baby pops out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
After that baby pops out, it's up for baby number 11. Let's go.
Jeez, man.
Dude, that is crazy. It's like,
I'll tell you what's crazy:
3 years.
being pregnant for 10 years of your life,
so
roughly.
it was 2 years before the second one, 3 years.
Oh, but each pregnancy is about a year.
Yeah,
and she
that
has
is
10
true.
kids.
Yeah. I forgot to even think about those 9 months. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, dude.
Fuck.
Also, like missing school to babysit. Like, no.
Yeah.
Dude, they
Sounds
have
bad.
to like.
No, I think
this is
this is like,
sad.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just thinking this couple
That's
bangs
just
once
lot,
a year.
man.
That's it. Like once a year.
My God, she's a fertile Myrtle, and he's a I don't know, fertile Ferdinand. I don't know.
Man, that's
I got
sad.
nothing. Man, it's just God. That's so many people, just for a family.
Yeah.
There's so many people. Dude, I start
12 people in a family.
I will randomly start thinking, and I'm like, okay, so what if I do find someone to be in a relationship with, and let's say that they already have kids? What's my max here? Because once we start getting past, they have 2 kids and I have 1, that's a 4-bedroom house. Anything other than that, it's like, how soon are your kids going to be going to college? Because
Yeah,
it's only going to get more expensive from here. Like,
yeah, dude.
that's my train of thought. It's like, could I afford dating this person if I had to buy a house tomorrow? The answer is no.
God. Man, I was looking at so when I go on bike rides, anytime I see either houses for sale or rent or whatever, I'll try to remember the address just
So you
to
can look
look
it
up what they're asking.
It's
and all
ridiculous.
that shit, Yeah, dude, 1,600 square foot house. First of all, they have it listed at or as 4-bedroom, 3.5. 2.5, 3.5 bath. 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. For 16, like a little over 1,600 square feet. I was like, how big are these rooms?
Oh
Big.
yeah, no, yeah.
Like, I mean, 1,600 square feet's like basically like a 2-bedroom apartment kind of thing, isn't it? Ish. I think that's what our condo
You have
was.
a good sized 2-bedroom with like 1,200 square feet.
Oh, okay.
But like 1,600, like 3 bedrooms would be pushing it.
Yeah, and it might have been 2.5. It might have been 2.5 bath. It was definitely 4
Yeah,
bedroom.
but still. Whew.
They were asking 26 like 35 a month for rent.
What?
I was like, fuck. That's insane, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
we need to stop buying Starbucks every morning. I'm telling you.
That's it.
Fuck.
If I just stopped buying coffee, I would simply drive off a cliff and I wouldn't have any money problems. It'd be perfect.
Right? And like, if it didn't cost $3 million to fix your car problems.
Yeah.
All right. I'm starting to go into a rant, so let's not do that.
Okay, let's do it.
Well,
Come back to center, brother. Come back to the light, Larry.
Am I the asshole that I've been sitting on all week because it's nuts?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I saw it on TikTok and I Googled it and I found it. And it's from 2 years ago, but it says it's from 3 years ago. I don't know if it just had its birthday this week or something. That's weird. Anyway, this is so far-fetched. Please don't look at the comments while I'm reading it. Like, try to come to your own conclusions so we
Did I
talk
s-
about, okay?
Did I send you the one about the therapist?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'll send it to you later. It's a video.
Okay.
Yep.
Am I the asshole for cleaning out the fridge without telling my husband? My dear husband brought home a metal box that he checks on often during the day when it's in the fridge. When asked about it, he said it contained freshly pickled olives that his friend Jason got from his uncle's farm, and he
Oh,
wanted my husband to keep those until he gets back from his business trip. I had no problem with him keeping it safe at the bottom of the fridge. My husband always asks me to be cautious with the box and to not open it. It would be rude to touch other people's stuff. Okay, weird. Fine. Yesterday I decided to clean out the fridge, which took me about 2 hours. I unplugged the fridge. I emptied all the items, the groceries, the veggies, the containers. I washed and cleaned out the fridge, the inside of it, and then I let it all settle before I plugged it back in. I took the box that my husband brought out of the fridge. I placed it on the kitchen island alongside the other containers. While I was working, I received a video call via WhatsApp from my husband feeling bored at work, and he asked what I was doing. I showed him that I was cleaning out the fridge, and he freaked out and he asked about the metal box. I was confused, so I told him to calm down and I showed him where the box was. He got mad, telling me I shouldn't have cleaned out the fridge nor even touched the box without telling him. I again tried to tell him to calm down because I saw it, no big deal with it. His precious box was safe and sound, but he went on a rant about how the box needed to be put back in the fridge ASAP, and he told me to plug the fridge in right then, but I couldn't because it was wet and I still hadn't finished cleaning everything. Apparently, I pissed him off by stalling, and he hung up, and 30 minutes later, he came home, and he pitched a hissy fit, saying I should have picked a time when he was at home to clean out the fridge so that he could take the box somewhere else to keep it cool. I said, what? I said, so what? It was sitting out of the fridge for barely 2 hours. Olives can stand being outside the fridge for longer. He said, I don't get it, and he took the box, and he wanted to leave with it. I asked where he was taking it, and he said he needed to go back to work, and he had no time to explain. I shrugged the whole thing off, but he came back with it in the evening and put it inside the fridge. Then he complained about me cleaning the fridge without telling him and acting dismissive of his opinions.
dude, homeboy. Sorry, go ahead.
I argued what opinions could he have on cleaning out the fridge. He argued back saying he promised Jason he'd keep his olives in good condition and that I should have just told him. End of story. I wonder if I messed up. He usually doesn't get that mad unless I've messed up. And I think I have.
Oh, okay. There's a lot to unpack here. Let's start.
There's a couple edits that will help, but I want to hear what you think first.
Let's start with why are they using WhatsApp? Grow up.
Of all the fucking things.
Yeah.
Move on.
No. Okay, so my question is,
Second thing. Oh,
What?
sorry.
I'm looking in that box right the fuck away.
like, yeah,
Yeah. Bro is on
What
a
is in that
secret
fucking
mission.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
What's in the box?
There are two levels here. Okay, one thing that I wrote down is bro things. Okay, his friend asked him to take care of something. For some reason, guys take that very, very seriously when it's like, I'm showing you trust in this delicate thing. Take care of it. Yes.
It's not that though.
Hold on. Let me air out my thoughts here. Second, this sounds like one of those made up stories where like the cure to something has been discovered and it's in that box, but whatever. Red flags though.
These are your only two options with what this is.
No, like I'm just letting my imagination fly. There are red flags with the way that he's acting towards her and not telling her what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I think he is overreacting. But we like obviously you said that there are edits, so there may be more information.
It's an alien. It's an alien.
Like
Period.
unless those edits give
it's
us
a
like
small green alien in the form of an orb.
yeah, it turns out
The edits do, but you're overthinking it.
Okay,
it's
okay.
not some guy code about like keeping your word to your bro.
No, I'm saying
It's not that
guys are
fucking
weird
deep.
like that though, but so
It's
I
not
wouldn't-
that.
All right,
bad.
Okay.
I'm like, the edits are killing me, dude. I need to know.
All right,
I
let's
have
hear
to
it. What
know.
is it?
What do you think of it before we go into that?
Do I think she's the asshole?
No,
or
just what do you
what?
think the fuck is going on here?
Oh, he came into a container
I-
and he told him to keep it cool.
What?
He's preserving
I can't hear you
semen.
for real.
He's preserving semen. I don't
Ugh.
know what else would be
God,
that
dude.
critical.
No,
Take that
yeah,
to your own house, dog. What?
yeah, I know.
No,
Dude,
hey,
take your
I'm holding it for a
splooge box to your own
friend.
house.
I'm holding it for a friend. I swear.
Is Splooge Box a potential
Yes.
show title?
Yeah.
No,
know,
like
dude.
legit. I was trying to think of something that it's like, I mean, like, so you said that he checked it like multiple times per day, and like he makes sure that it's like super cold and that it's at the bottom of the fridge, right?
A secret's
like
being
that.
kept.
He just checks it. He doesn't like. I don't know if he's checking like the temperature or anything.
Gotcha.
Oh.
I mean, like, dude, I like honestly, it makes me think yeah, I don't know. I have no fucking clue, man. I have no clue.
You guys really didn't think it was anything like bad?
Oh well, no. I mean, I like. I would think that if he's not telling her, then I mean, okay.
There's no way it's olives, right? Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay,
I think olives are the worst fucking excuse for whatever's in that box.
Sure.
So, it would not, it's probably like whatever, some kind of weed or like edibles or something. I don't know. That's my guess.
I think it's probably some serious kind of drugs or something stolen or possibly a body part or something. Like, I don't. So edits say, first of all, yes, I'm aware that he's acting overprotective of this box, but he always acts like that whenever someone asks him to keep an item safe for them, like furniture or car parts. Larry, they're not furniture or car parts, dude.
I'm saying he acts this way.
Things.
He acts this way.
It's not bro code.
He acts this way. That's what I'm saying.
Because it's illegal shit, man. It's not bro code. No one asked you to keep a piece of furniture. Are you fucking stupid? What are you
Wait, I thought that was what the edit just said.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, Larry didn't say that. That was the edit.
I was like, what the fuck?
How often do your friends bring you furniture to keep for a little bit?
No. You misunderstand. No, you misunderstand me. I'm not defending Larry.
Okay.
There is literally a motorcycle in that garage that's been kept in there for over a year as a favor.
What a cool furniture. I love to keep a furniture of a motorcycle.
Oh, that's semantics.
Well, but the other thing is
that's you have a garage and your friend doesn't. Like, that's not furniture.
The other thing is, do you go check on the motorcycle like multiple times?
Is the motorcycle hollow and full of drugs?
I sit on it on a daily basis, and yes, it is full of drugs. No,
anyway,
seriously, what is this stuff for real?
Second of all, no, I haven't seen those olives myself, and I haven't opened the box because I didn't think I would need to. But he tends to be overprotective of his friends' belongings, so I didn't give it much thought. Your husband's a dealer, dude. Your husband does some nefarious shit. Your husband's not just watching odd bits of stuff for
I'm trying
friends.
to think of what drug he would need to keep refrigerated.
I mean, the fridge part may just be like a lark or something, but like, even if it's not, it might be a.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
It might be a
LSD?
trophy. It might be like somebody's eyeballs or something.
Even if Megan told me not to look at some box, I'm looking.
Like, there's no.
Please tell me we find out what it is.
Nope, we don't find out what it is.
Fuck.
Now I feel like I'm listening to "I'll Be Gone in the Dark."
I know, and
they don't even tell you who the killer is.
Dude, I looked so much to try to see like what.
Is there a part two to this?
No. That's what got me started, is because I was looking for the part two of the TikTok. But like, no, this woman is so dumb. Like, oh, sometimes his friends just have him, keep a piece of furniture for a little while. No. Wrong.
Yeah.
No.
I'm starting to see what you're putting down now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
And if he's keeping car parts, they're catalytic fucking converters.
His friends one day just brought like three tubs of copper, and they just been sitting there. Apparently, it's hot right now, and it has to cool off, so it's got to sit outside, and no one can touch it.
People in the comments are like, have you met this friend?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I was honestly not even thinking towards illegal shit.
She didn't say that she knew. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking. I mean, I figured it wasn't fucking olives. I'll tell you that. Like, that was from the get-go. But but I was also thinking kind of along the lines that you were, Larry, that it was like, well, why the fridge? But that makes sense that, maybe that's just like one of those things that it's like, oh, well, no one's ever going to look in the fridge for X.
Maybe she'll leave it alone if I tell her it's olives that need to stay cold. And she will,
so
she's insane.
Ah,
But then, like, somebody
Still
I
going.
looked through so many of the comments, but somebody in the comments was like, I'm telling you that it wasn't olives. He
Yeah.
took it with him back to work, and now it's olives.
God.
Now she's gonna look at the box.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I wish that there was like an update.
Also, probably the whole thing's made up, but
Yeah.
like,
That's fun though.
That's fun. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I don't know. We talk about everything that I read on Reddit. It's real.
I know. I do like to go in like that.
Dude. You know, it really is. Sorry, this just made me think of it. Have you guys noticed that, like, when you do searches on Google now, that basically you either get Reddit threads or you get Quora, like.
Oh
shit?
yeah, it's been like that a long time.
I stopped
what
using.
The fuck happened?
I stopped using the Mirror as a source for stupid ass stories because they're all Reddit threads.
Oh really?
Yeah. Every single one of them is like, am I the asshole or this or that? It's all from a subreddit.
Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I know. I've been thinking about the olive box all week.
The olive box.
What's in the It's the olive box theory.
It might be. It might be.
The olive box theory. It's a paradox.
Yeah, right. It's like Schrodinger's cat. There's
It's
not.
It's
it's
not
not
olives until you eat
olives.
it. Fucking then it's olives.
Exactly.
Yes.
I love it.
So
all
speaking
right,
of
man.
olives, do you guys want to know what happens to your dong after you die? Too bad you're finding out.
What's that have to do with olives?
I don't know.
The two olives that hang beneath the dong.
Ooh.
Yes.
God, I think there's an issue if they're the size of olives. So.
Damn, I have a problem. Autopsy assistant explains surprising things that happen to your penis while you die. When you die. Sorry, my bad. Just in case you were wondering.
While you die.
While you die.
I want to know what happens to my dick while I'm dying.
An autopsy assistant has answered the question of what exactly happens to your penis when you die. When it comes to what happens when, again, repetitive, most discussions are focused around whether there is an afterlife waiting for us or if we'll see our lives played back.
I want this to be sung to the song. This is what happens when doves cry, but this is what happens to your penis when you die.
No.
Oh my God, Prince, please get at me from the afterlife. Anyway.
However, not many of us really think about what happens to our bodies when we kick the bucket, which is understandable, as our physical form doesn't really matter to us after death. I don't think anything really does matter after that. For those who are morbidly curious, a forensic technician and autopsy assistant recently created a Reddit thread allowing anyone with questions or thoughts about what happens to the body after you die to get answered. Because, of course, it's the internet. One Redditor was bold enough to ask, what happens to dicks when the body decomposes? Do you ever chat with your coworkers about bodies' dicks?
Okay, so you gave up on the Mirror to go over Lad Bible
Yeah, dude.
stuff? That's a
Just
Reddit thread?
Sticking to the fucking, you know what I'm saying? I got a brand, bro.
I love it.
The original poster, not a good one, by the way. The original poster was unfazed by the question and revealed the surprising things which happens to mankind's third leg. Quote, they bloat pretty intensely, turn green, and get maggoty, just like the rest of your body. OP replied to the question. Truly a lovely mental image. The OP went on to reveal that the penises of their dead patients are often discussed amongst coworkers, but don't worry, it's purely for medical reasons. Sure. We do have to talk about them sometimes, she wrote, explaining that the appendage is inspected for genital warts, trauma, tattoos, and silicone implants to mention to the body on the body's exam form. She also revealed that circumcisions used to be notified on documents. However, medical professionals are now moving away from that as it's just not worth noting.
Well, they don't really care to note it.
Yeah, we just have to remove we just have to remove jewelry if they have genital piercings, and if there is a catheter, we have to remove that as well. She added. Hopefully, this satisfies your curiosity. As for why the piercings are removed during an autopsy, OP went on to add that this is common practice, as anything that can be removed from the body is returned to the family, excluding anything illegal, of course, which your guy has in a fridge.
Yeah. It's removed, put in a metal box, and given to you and labeled olives. Do not open.
She also added that this included items such as sex toys, not like this would be too embarrassing after we've died, and if the thought of you of having your naked body or piercings removed makes you feel uncomfortable, just wait until you find out what happens to your tongue after you die. What a cliffhanger they left us with there. Don't care enough to read. No,
and that sentence doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, it's Lad Bible. You can always get reliable editorial pieces from a Lad Bible.
Yep.
Jeez.
So there you go.
Honestly, do they even have an editor at Lad Bible?
Dude, they just plug it into Chat GPT and then fucking publish. It's good to go.
Right. Oh man. All right. Let's see. Cheer. You guys want to hear about people going to or migrating to dumb phones, or do you want to hear about a fish fan that got banned from Madison Square Garden?
Dealer's choice.
Dumb phone.
Dumb phone. Got it. All right. So, oh wow. Okay. I apparently labeled the wrong thing.
Oh, look at that.
Cool. So check that out. Watch this.
What's it going to change to?
Find it real quick. Oops.
It's like watching the DVD
it will change
thing.
To nothing. But I will. Okay, here we go. I don't even know why I had the Verge article there, because this isn't from the Verge. So.
Dude,
I'll tell you one thing.
If we're not anything, we give credit to where we steal our stories.
Yeah, right. Oops. Spelled that. Don't care. Moving on. All right. So
article.
All right, here we go. So
it's the old BBC article.
Right. What from what website did you pull this article? So
wait, have I told you my very dumb pirate joke?
Please.
Do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is?
R.
Nay, you think it'd be R, but it'd be the C.
Nice.
So dumb.
I like it.
It's
I like
so
it.
dumb.
I think I already told mine. Did I tell you guys my pirate joke?
I don't know.
A pirate walked into a bar and he had a steering wheel around his dick.
I know it, but go on.
Okay.
Go on.
And the bartender goes, "Hey, buddy, I don't know how to tell you this, but you got a steering wheel on your dick." And the pirate looks at it and he goes, it's driving me nuts.
It's so dumb.
So
Do I need to walk out twice in one episode?
Dumb jokes are the best jokes.
Real quick, last
You're
dumb
gonna
joke. Last dumb joke. So I know you guys have heard the joke like, why was 6 afraid of 7?
Is this a 9/11 joke?
Well, there's a new joke. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 was a registered 6 offender.
Damn.
Isn't that awesome?
That's great.
Anywho, so
anyway,
adults and teens turn to dumb phones to cut screen time. So I was having a discussion with one of my buddies about just how navigating kids and trying to figure out like at what point do they need something that they could get in touch with you kind of thing, but it's not really a phone, and like they have like different options out there for you, like little smartwatches that you can pay for cell plans that they can literally call like 3 numbers that you designate. they can send predetermined like text messages to those like authorized 3 numbers or whatever.
Yeah.
Something that it's just like specifically like, oh, well, you let them know when they got to their friend's house or something. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know. But obviously you don't want to put a flipping smartphone in the hands of an 8-year-old or whatever, because obviously we could all see how that would go bad. So buried in the settings of many smartphones is the option to look up how much on average you are staring at your phone per day. It can bring an uncomfortable realization that what was supposed to be a useful piece of technology has become an
Dude,
obsession.
I don't think it's buried. This bitch pops up on me every Sunday. Just saying, look how
Really?
much you looked at your phone, you lazy fat piece of shit.
Oh, I turned that shit off.
Yeah, I know. I never turn it on.
Oh,
The only reason
you can
I
turn
even
it
wanna-
off?
Yeah, the screen time thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Man,
But I was also just kind of like, oh, well, they're already like getting all sorts of data from me. Do I really want to give them like what kind of that to that degree? What kind of usage of my phone?
I mean, they're already getting it. I
Yeah,
don't need to
that's
a
see
good
the
point.
tracking.
you
True.
have to. You can't let them know your next move. So you put your phone beside you, like scrolling random shit for 2 hours a day, so they think that that's how much screen time you have. But really, you
See,
cut yourself back.
I just watch lots of videos of shit that I don't like, and so they think that I like it. So it's like a bunch of ASMR eating
You
videos.
can't fall into the reverse psychology of that though, and actually end up
Yeah.
liking it, dude. It's like,
So that's the weird thing. Now, when I hear people eat, it takes me from 6 to 12.
dude, it's like in a spy movie. At first, it was just the mission, but then everything after that was the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Okay, that got too real.
Anyway, yeah, that was a.
So, quote, social media is built around FOMO. So I felt like I couldn't get off it. 16-year-old
So she
Luke
said.
Martin. I know, right?
Whoa.
16-year-old Luke Martin from Canada told the BBC, quote, instantly, I got Instagram and it was a downward spiral. So basically, they were just talking about how it's just insane how much time we spend on our phones, over the course of the day. He was saying that his friends used like 4 or 5 hours a day kind of thing. But then once he downgraded to a dumb phone, which basically he can just send texts, have phone calls, maps, and a few other limited tools. I'm not sure. They don't go into the specifics of that. But he said that his usage time has gone down to like 20 minutes a day. So, but they were saying that like, even parents are wanting to get into the smartphone game because, I mean, I totally will fall into I'm gonna sit down for a second. I'm gonna look at like some Instagram shit or something, and then I'll realize that I've been on my phone for 15 minutes.
There's so many times that I go to Instagram to like look up a certain thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then like 20 minutes later, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get off Instagram, and I'm like, never looked at that thing.
Yeah,
That was the whole reason I picked my phone up. Like,
no, absolutely, I've absolutely done that. So they go on to talk about how there are some companies that are coming up and comers in the tech world, or the low tech world, I guess.
Just bring the razor back, dude. Just right there.
I know, right? So they have a company called Dumb Wireless in Los Angeles, where store owners Daisy Krigbaum and Will Stoltz cater to customers looking for low-tech devices. Quote, we have a lot of parents looking to get their kid that first phone, and they don't want them drifting off on the internet. But giving up the smartphone is easier said than done. Mr. Stoltz said, some schools require pupils to have certain apps.
What? Can
I
they
don't
do
think I've
that?
heard anything like
I
that.
feel like not every student's gonna have
Yeah.
a smartphone.
Yeah, unless surely God, like phones aren't like schools aren't giving out phones or assigning phones like they do computers or
No,
anything.
I would think
right?
maybe they have to have certain things on their computers, but like not
That
on
would
their
make
phones.
sense.
No.
Yeah. Um. So, and they said it is difficult to hold the line when children see their friends being given expensive smartphones. Um, so let's see. One thing that I did want to mention, I haven't checked into it much, but there was a company called Techless, and basically it it looks like an iPhone, but it's just a intentionally boring, sleek device that looks like an iPhone. So the founder was quoted as saying, "It has no icons, just words, two colors, and two fonts." He describes it as very peaceful, very tranquil.
Tranquil.
Yeah, it's very tranquil for Bruce Willis. But
He haunts us.
he haunts us. Who would win in a fight between Bruce Willis and Jason Statham?
That's a close call.
So it will have some limited third-party tools such as taxi application Uber, but no social media. Do you think that we are going to live in a time that it's like we actually see maybe not the full demise of social media, but like a massive drop off?
Yeah.
Or do you think that it just still has like enough of useful or utility to it to where it's like,
I think we'll see it drop down enough to where it's only like our parents posting on it and brands.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, think about, like, who do you know that actually posts to Facebook? You know?
Face what?
See?
Yeah, no, I agree though. I mean, hell, even the buddy that sent me this, I was talking to him about it, and I was like, literally a running joke. I have a Facebook, but the running joke on the podcast is I can't log into it. You know?
And like Instagram has a setting now where you can post quietly. So like if you're gonna post to your post a picture and not just a story, it won't notify people. Like they won't see it unless they go to your profile to look at your grid.
So is that just so that people aren't commenting on it and you're not getting stuff, or like what is the?
It's so like if I just want this post to be on there, but I don't want everybody to get notified that I posted it, or like I don't want it to show up on your like recent posts. I just want it to be on my thing.
So I feel like we're like kind of coming full circle, right?
Like Instagram's already like, oh, y'all are embarrassed to be using us.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anywho, I just thought this is kind of interesting, and I wanted to mention a couple of these companies. I don't know if people out there wanted to check into them or not. Like I said, Techless was one of them that had like the
Every
whatever.
time you say techless, my brain says dickless. And I...
Well, we know what
Ladies
Allie
and
thinks
gentlemen.
of you if you opt for one of those. No.
We got him.
Yeah, got him. Techless is the one that was like they've got something kind of like an iPhone. There's a device called Unplug, but it's with a Q, so unplug.
It would be fucking stupid like that.
Which this is interesting. Yeah, I know, right? Which you tap against the phone to wirelessly block certain apps like social media.
So
somebody weed eating?
It sounds I keep hearing that.
Yeah, because I was like,
what's picking that up?
I guess it's when I'm talking since I'm already breaking the sound game.
Is there a cicada, Larry?
is there a kid in the room with us?
Yeah, seriously. Oh my god.
So you just block.
That always makes me. Go ahead.
You just block the app by doing this. No.
Yeah. So there's this other thing that's just called block, and it's literally a cinder block that if you hit your phone on it hard enough, it just fucking won't work.
Now that is a hard block. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about all I've got for that. I just think it's fascinating that, like, I mean, I really wonder how many fucking 16-year-olds are this, like, introspective, you know, that it's like, oh, you know, this is having a bad effect on me. Like, I'm using my device too much.
I could do anything I wanted to when I was 16 because I was so fucking stubborn.
Yeah.
So if you told me I was on my phone too much, I'd be like, fine, I won't use it. And I would throw it into a lake, and I would not get a phone for 6 years. Like like
I feel like I am 16-year-old Allie.
Right?
It's like, you can't not use that phone. I'm like, fucking what phone?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, man?
Who are you?
But I like it.
You're not my parent.
I can
This
stop
isn't even
whenever
your
I
house.
want.
What are you doing here? Those aren't even your clothes. Just gaslighting you to think that you're a mental patient.
Well, and realistically, I'm like, man, if I got rid of my phone, then I've got to like figure out a GPS for my car, and like,
Yeah.
I've got to like,
God, you don't want to go back to GPS in a car.
no, and then I've got to like, you'd have to have so many other things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Agreed.
Ugh.
No, honestly, the biggest thing that I use it for at this point, my phone could be totally replaced by, if Apple still had them, just an iPod. Because all I do is use the Livy app and fucking podcast app to like listen to that shit. And then whatever, I text message, which I'm pretty sure you can do that from iPods or the later iterations.
Yeah.
So, but anyway.
Just get a shuffle. Just get a shuffle.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
All right, Trey is on one with this Audible sale right now, and
Oh,
he
shit.
just sent me one called "Submitting to My Robot Car." He's like, "Should I get it?" I was like, "Yeah."
What? Submitting to my robot.
Is it smut?
It's up there with my book, with my door book. Yeah, dude, it's like fucking your car smut. Like, it's, yeah,
Dang, dude. I mean, hang on, Larry. You've never wanted to throw it.
I mean, my car has
wanted to throw it down the tailpipe.
My car has fucked me plenty of times. I don't. It's not a reciprocating situation.
Saul? Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding.
What?
No, what is it called? What's that? Saul? It's a type of saw. It's not a reciprocating. It's a you know what I'm talking about.
An
How
actuating?
is that kind of
No.
No, it sounds like reciprocating.
Yeah.
Great radio,
it's
guys.
reciprocating saw.
Oh,
It is.
okay. Let's see how long we can play the Quiet Mouse game. Anyway.
We're just sitting here for 2 hours, just like. So you guys hear about the new Taco Bell menu? What do you think about that?
Wait, is there really a new Taco Bell menu?
Oh no.
Yeah, they've got a Crunchwrap Supreme that's got a fucking Cheez-It inside it. I'm not kidding. It's like this big of a square of
yeah.
Cheez-It.
Have you had it?
No, but everybody says it's baller.
Damn.
Yeah.
Might have to eat at Taco Bell soon. What?
Here's how easy it was to derail this whole show. Were we just talking about dumb phones? Like,
Yeah. But no, see, that's the best part, dude. It doesn't even take a phone to derail the podcast. We do that on our own.
You guys talking about a big Cheez-It?
Yeah.
Speaking of big cheese, have you ever gotten a big clump of seasoning at the bottom of Doritos bags? Oh, that's the best.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Have you?
Yes, it's like winning
you
the
eat
lottery. Yeah, dude.
Oh, but
Yeah,
one
dude.
time- One time I turned up and like ate all the sour salt stuff at
Oh,
the
shit.
bottom of something very sour. It was like a big bag of sour
Sour
Skittles or
Skittles, yeah.
something.
Too much.
Jimmy,
I bet it like almost like burned a hole in your tongue. kind of thing,
I
right?
went to another dimension.
Did
It was
you
worth
meet-
it. It was very
Did you
good.
meet God
I fought God.
holding a PBR in one
Wow.
hand?
Concourse is closing.
Why?
Everything's fucking closed because everybody's broke, dude. Everything's
Yeah, that's
closing.
true.
Everybody is broke.
One of my
Gas is
friends-
getting cheaper. That's kind of nice, but
One of my friends that's a tattoo artist just quit tattooing this week, and I'm like, the fucking Brickyard closed, the Concourse closed. Nick
I don't know
quit,
what the Concord
like,
is.
Venue?
just the music venue in town.
Oh, gotcha.
There, who I saw like Norma Jean and Memphis Mayfire and stuff at. Like they've got
Gotcha.
good shows.
Is Twisted Mike still open?
Twisted Mike's will outlive us all. It will be. It will
It's like
be
Waffle House.
Twisted Mike's, Waffle House, and the Cockroaches will be all that's left. My evil grandmother. She's like 97, dude. She's gonna outlive everybody.
Our dystopian future is just like going, like having breakfast at Waffle House, and then like
Immediately
a Man in
Twisted
Mike's World, and then fucking going to Twisted Mike's at night. It's like
wow. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but just a nightmare.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Wow, man. All right, so that's all I got for dumb phones. So
we're still talking about dumb phones.
Well, I mean, I was the last one to cover something, so I figured I would tie a pretty little bow on it and say, hey, guess what? Pulling the ripcord.
I've got a little update about that dad that drugged his daughter's friends at the sleepover a few weeks.
Oh shit, yeah.
He got sentenced to 2 years in prison, and he said that he just wanted his daughter and her three friends to go to bed during the sleepover. And I was like, no one believes that.
No,
not
is not
a single person believes
period.
that. And then two of the victims spoke out, and they had good little quotes to be 12-year-olds. Let's see. They said, one of them said, "My life has become a living hell because of you and your actions. I want you to think of yourself as the monster you are."
That is not. And
the other one said,
"But if it is, damn, that's deep."
Yeah. And the other one said, "You're horrible. You are a rotten old man who did this to children."
Damn.
That sounds more like
that's.
They both sound. Dude, get me riled up when I'm 12. Drug me when I'm 12? Watch me. No, I could have wrote that at 12.
Okay.
Y'all are underselling kids, man.
I mean, I don't know. I can speak to 6-year-olds, but
yeah. But he addressed the court, and he was like, "My whole life is destroyed. Everything that was important to me up until that point is gone. Oh no, have you considered not drugging children?"
No, I don't feel.
There are these things called consequences.
Yeah. Adults that take
it doesn't go well.
Adults that take like advantage of kids, man. There is no like
no.
There is no flipping like repercussion that would be too harsh in my opinion.
know, dude. I'd fuck a kid up in Mario Kart. There are no holds barred.
Different thing.
That or Uno.
Also, the "I don't know, dude, I'd fuck" was a scary start to that sentence.
Yeah.
Shock value. Shock value. Also, Uno, draw 4, bitch. I don't care.
Fuck it. Fuck your feelings. That. Yeah.
Fuck your feelings. I always love the obviously I have a bunch of like family whatever stuff on Instagram that it's like whatever, kids doing stupid shit or like parents like giving their kids shit or whatever. And like the number of videos that I've seen of like kids in tears and the parents using like a draw 4 card, like draw 4, draw 4, draw 4, draw, and the kid's just crying, you know? Yeah. It's just like, wow. Whew, that's rough. But anyway, that's all I got. So who wants to take the baton?
Excuse me. So there's this guy, right?
When I lean away from the mic, I'm breathing. Chocolate rain.
So post-surgery patient's colon falls out of his body following a forceful sneeze. He sneezed his ass out. The fucking stock images are hilarious.
I know. I'm glad that you said that because yes, the fucking stock image.
Oh no.
This bowel saving surgery is nothing to sneeze at. Surgeons have successfully placed a part of a Florida man's colon back into his body after it fell out following a forceful sneeze. The 63-year-old was enjoying breakfast at a diner with his wife when the unusual incident occurred. His miraculous medical recovery is documented in a new article published by the American Journal of Medicine Case Reports. Prior to the incident, the man battled prostate cancer and underwent abdominal surgery. He had stitches removed from his abdomen on the morning that his bowel, quote unquote, evisceration. Yeah. That sounded out, Larry. Sounded out.
That was good. That was good.
His bowel evisceration took place. He was at the diner with his wife to celebrate his clean bill of health. Dude, premature celebration.
Seriously. Premature celebration. Wow. Okay.
Show title right there. That's long. That's what she said. Sorry, it's a bad habit. During breakfast, the man sneezed forcefully. You know, one of those dad sneezes. My
grandfather used to sneeze like that.
Oh, God.
Like literally, it was a cartoon, dude. Like every time he, it's just like I was like, dude, granddaddy, like seriously, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
During breakfast, the man sneezed forcefully, followed by coughing. The journal article explained he immediately noticed a wet sensation and pain in his lower abdomen. Looking down, he observed several loops of pink bowel protruding from his recent surgical site. The man covered.
I don't like it.
The man covered the exposed intestines with his shirt while his wife.
Was that a joke?
You really asking how to say intestines?
I wanted to say intestines at first.
I think it's pronounced intestines.
Intestines.
You gotta totally.
That's not even.
Yes.
It's not even a real word. I don't think it is.
That would have been better. That would have been better. Intestines.
Show title.
We'll just use all the like letters that have like things. Letters.
So he covered it with his shirt while his wife called for an ambulance. Paramedics who arrived at the scene noted an approximately 3-inch vertical laceration with large amounts of bowel poking through it. Thankfully, the Floridian reported little blood loss and he was rushed to a nearby medical facility. Three urologic surgeons carefully reduced the eviscerated bowels back into the abdomen cavity and also inspected the full length of a small bowel and noted no evidence of injury.
That's cool.
I don't know why I did air quotes there, but it goes on to show the diagram here. Damn.
Like a little illustration of it, man. It's weird. Have you guys ever seen any of those videos of like weightlifters and they like prolapse their intestines?
No.
Oh man, it's like gross. Super gross.
Yep.
Literally, it's like they're lifting and they're like, and then you just see this big, it looks like they shit their pants, but it's not doo-doo. So, yeah, yeah. I've only seen like 2 or 3, but like you can't unsee that shit. So like once I said that, I just see it replay in my head, and now I want to go to bed and cry. So
word to the wise: don't hold your sneezes and don't sneeze like a dad because your ass will fall out. Your intestines
don't
will
sneeze
fall
like
out.
Mario. Oh man, Allie, you wanna do anything? You got anything burning a hole in your pocket?
There's a couple cool things coming out on this new iOS. There's the stuff that's getting a lot of talk, and then there's a couple other things. Like, you have to see this for it to really make sense, but the iPhone bezels come to life. So like if you push a button on like the outside of your phone, it makes it look like you're pushing the phone based on like,
interesting. Yeah.
It's cute. And then
it's kind of fun.
I saved this one because you can type in 2 languages at once and it lets you do it. So like the example they gave was Spanglish. And I was like, Larry. Not that you use Spanglish, but like I don't know how you like. Do you in your brain ever? Like does it
Yes,
just cross
all
over?
the time.
I figured. Yeah. So it said bilingual people might be pleased to hear that you can type in 2 languages at once in the iOS 18 beta without toggling between them again and again. It takes some setup under the keyboard language settings, but the change will stop bad autocorrect results just because you want to type a couple of words in Spanish in an otherwise English text.
Huh. That's
Um,
cool.
there's some new flashlight settings, which is like you can change like what shape the beam is and stuff.
What?
Yeah. You can customize widgets a little bit more. More like wallpapers and stuff. There's some cool stuff. I really thought the bilingual thing was neat.
Yeah.
And I just love the visual of the bezel click thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I just saw that.
So
one.
I'm like, well,
It's kinda
I'm
neat.
gonna do this all the time. I'm gonna break my volume button.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
it's funny. Do you notice in the video that it says today is a perfect something to go LARPing?
It does say that, doesn't it?
I wonder if it's like the Garrett weather app or something that it is.
So I was just looking at that a second ago, and it reminded me of a video that I saw from a tech TikTok channel, where they were basically saying that Apple is known, quote unquote, known for putting a lot of advanced features in older phones and even current phones and not activating them until they're ready to activate that service. So one example, I believe, was
like the flashlight thing where like it's got the hardware capabilities, they just don't like enable it.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
So they made some example. It's escaping my mind right now, but it had something to do with like just the feel of you pushing onto the screen. That didn't get. It was already in like older iPhones, but it didn't get really activated until one update. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they already have advanced software or hardware in there, and they just release software to activate it, and I don't like that. What the fuck?
But I mean, like, honestly, I think that it's also probably one of those things that they launch some kind of hardware and then they realize, oh, well, we can actually, utilize it more by, whatever, tweaking the software kind of thing.
It just popped in my mind. One example was Bluetooth capabilities on old iPods. They had that already in there, but didn't turn on the feature until later, like 3 years later.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm still kind of like pissed off that they discontinued iPods. I mean, I know that's ridiculous, but like, I would love to not have my phone and just like leave my phone at the house and
just
take
go to a pawn shop and get an old iPhone. Yeah.
That's a good point. I guess I could do that. I don't know. That sounds complicated.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work. You got to get in the car. You got to find a pawn shop. Yeah, it's all. Never mind. What was I thinking, dude? My bad. Shit.
What was I thinking?
Fuck.
Have you met me? And plus, I'm too frugal to have to spend too much. So, but no, that is cool though. That's some cool stuff. All right. Well, so does anybody have anything they want to add before we stop this bad boy, or do we want to kick over to Untethered and hear the wrap up of Attica?
I think it's time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Rock and roll. Well, let us know, guys, what you thought about episode 302 of the Tether Radio podcast. You can send all of that to tetherradio@gmail.com. That is TETHERRADIO@gmail.com. We are rocking and rolling? ? I don't know where I was going with that.
I was like, about what? Where are we rocking and rolling to?
Dude, we're about to rock and roll into Untethered number 102.
22.
22, sorry. Jeez. Anywho, all right. So we've got the newsletter. Allie puts that together every week. She does a phenomenal job on it. Tetherradio.substack.com. It has all of our show notes in it. We're getting back to having actual show notes in it since she's wrapped up, or I'm sorry, she will be wrapping up the Attica stuff. Just it's just going to be kind of a whatever conclusion summary-ish kind of thing.
Speed run through the legal stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's going to be Untethered number 122. That'll be out on Wednesday. But for the show notes for episode 302, go to tetherradio.substack.com. You can sign up for the newsletter to come to you every Monday, or you can just go to that URL and check out the current newsletter or any of our previous newsletters. You can also check out our merch store, tinyurl.com/tethermerch. We have a new T-shirt and a new hoodie, and I think that's it for right now. I don't know what kind of summer options we
just
would have.
The tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to see if they release any other apparel. But
Gotcha. All right, cool. So I guess with that being said, this has been episode 302 of the Tether Radio podcast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Allie.
And I'm Larry, and I swear I have been wearing a white shirt this entire episode.
I have two. Twinsies. Anyway, so we hope you guys had a fun time listening in on episode 302. We hope you guys have a fantastic week. Be sure to check out Untethered number 122, which is going to be the summary and legal sprint of Attica. That'll be out on Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody about the Tether Radio podcast. Word. Anyway, we love you guys. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic week. And until then, take it easy, friendos.
Bye.
Bye. Please clap.